Hey everybody, Rob here for Southwest Florida Television. It's just a little past 8:30, Friday morning, May 5th, Cinco de Mayo. Happy Cinco de Mayo. I'm on Vanderbilt Beach, out on the beach by the Turtle Club restaurant and Vanderbilt Beach Resort. Beautiful. Blue sky. We do have some thin, high, wispy, very thin white clouds, so they're calling it partly cloudy here. But it's gorgeous. Gorgeous, gorgeous. They say it's mostly sunny later today, late this afternoon. See what happens. It's 70 degrees, going to get up to 87. They said 88 earlier, now 87. We'll see. We'll probably be 89. It changes constantly. That forecast is always changing. One never knows. It's been a nice morning so far. We did see one new sea turtle nest. We saw nest number 13. In my previous live feed, which I think says live feed number 2, just like this one. I don't know. Copied and pasted the wrong thing there when I was doing the description. I gotta fix that. So we're gonna walk up the beach and see if there's any new nests up here. I believe I saw on Facebook yesterday that the bathrooms are open up at Bluebell, the real bathrooms. I'm pooped, but I'm curious to see if they're open up there. I've been pushing myself on my walks this week, walking a little further than normal. I'm starting to feel it. I love being out here. All the chairs and umbrellas up on the mountain there. Up on our new mountain. The water's 80 degrees. Let's see, the tide's coming in, high tide here on Vanderbilt. It's probably going to be around 12:45 or so. It's around 12:53 at Wiggins Pass, so it's a little earlier down here to the south. So we got a little ways to go before high tide. The Floridian Club over there on my right, and Gulf Point of Naples timeshare, and they are working at Gulf Point. Getting the outside cleaned up. Don't see anything major there yet. But they are working there, that's the good news. Spray helicopter going by. Back and forth this morning again. like yesterday. Good morning. We're coming up to the La Playa. Good morning. How you doing? They do have sea turtles crawl up onto the beach at La Playa. You'll see them, they push their way through the beach chairs. Lay their eggs up there higher on the beach. It's going to be interesting to see what they do now with this berm, because, you know, they climb up this thing and they think they're back in I think they feel like they're back in the dunes, and they're not. They're closer to the beach than they would be if the berm was further back. So I don't know if that's a good thing or what. Well, thank you for those stars. I do appreciate it. You get a penny for each star that you send on Facebook, so there's 200 stars. That's $2. Thank you. I love coming out here, but I do depend on you all's support to make ends meet each month, and it just seems to be getting harder and harder to make ends meet these days. So somewhere along in here, it's where they're saying they have to add more sand to this berm. Somehow they miscalculated At least that's what a Collier County official told a friend of mine. They miscalculated by a foot. A foot is a lot when considering the thing is only going to be a couple feet high. You know, an inch or two, you understand that, but a foot seems like a big miscalculation. There's a false crawl here. There's a big false crawl. It's hard to see in the shadows. There's a false crawl up here. What our turtle patrol guy does, he drives his tractor through the tracks so he doesn't see it, you know, at another morning and think it's a new nest. But it's hard to see it. Oh, there's a big crawl. It's really hard to see. There's a part of it right down here. It's like she came up the beach here. If you look real close, you can see it there in the middle of the screen diagonally. She came over here. See it up there? Went way up onto the beach, way up over there. That's where she did her little hokey pokey or turn around, and then went straight back to the water. Got some red drift algae out here by La Playa. There's dark patches in the water. So when you see a false crawl here on the beach, these sea turtles, they'll come back. She might have went up the beach, down the beach, and tried again today. There might be some more crawls up to the north. They don't give up. Or they'll be back the next morning, the next night. If at first you don't succeed, here's this big stretch of beach that our friend Christine with Naples Park Shuttle can get you on. Yep, here's another one. Here is another crawl right here. Remember how I said they go up by the chairs? This could very well have been that same sea turtle. This is another false one. She came right up here by the chairs, right in here. That's where she turned around. Another false crawl. It could be the same turtle. They're getting busy. Hallelujah. Loggerhead sea turtles. That's our most common sea turtle here on our beaches in southwest Florida. We have a couple others. We got green sea turtles, Kemp's Ridley. Kemp's is the most endangered, the Kemp's. Got hawksbill. The big leatherbacks, they're more over on the other coast. I think to the north of us, maybe the leatherbacks. I don't think I've ever heard of one here in southwest Florida. But never say never. It's like who'd ever thought we'd see great white sharks in the Gulf of Mexico? Now with all this tagging that they do, it's amazing. Good morning. But they find them out here in the Gulf of Mexico. You always thought they were always over in the Atlantic and up to the north. Still not worried about getting attacked by a great white shark, though. I'm more worried about getting run over by a car crossing the street than that. Especially down here in the season. I don't think I saw Marcus coming back yet. The turtle guy back down the beach. But we did hang out for a long time this morning down at the south end, waiting for him to finish up with that new nest. The water's definitely starting to look better, with the exception of that red drift algae here and there. But no red tide. Man, we dodged a bullet with that storm last Sunday and those really strong winds coming in off the Gulf. Those onshore winds. That's usually what pushes the red tide up on our shores here, on our beaches, on our coastline. Pushes it in from out in the Gulf, but that did not happen, thank goodness. Count our blessings on that one. Wish you were here with me walking the beach. Wouldn't that be fun? It'd be nice having someone to talk to other than myself here. I do feel like I'm talking to you though, but it's just so much nicer when I have somebody in person to talk to. It's fun. Like I said earlier, it gives me, it triggers conversation. That's why I'm hoping to be able to walk with Cabana Dan here on the beach one of these mornings. That would be fun. And swap stories of the good old days, things we've seen, the changes, the people that have come and gone in our lives. See, whenever you see a couple people on the beach here, like you see some people up there to my right, generally that means there's an access pathway from Gulf Shore Drive to the beach here. But remember, there's no parking there, so you gotta get a ride there or whatever. There's no parking. That's why you always see this stretch of the beach so empty. That's where our friend Christine comes in to play with Naples Park Shuttle. You can park at the on Bluebell Avenue at Connor Park, park in that parking lot down up by the bridge to the north of us here. Kind of close to the entrance to Del Nor-Wiggins, which is still closed. You park your car there and she'll shuttle you down here. If you have a lot of beach stuff though, it's best to drop it off up here or leave it with somebody. Let her just shuttle you back up here. Look for her on Facebook, give her a call, set up an appointment with her, so you're not standing around waiting. Otherwise, she's just running back and forth, taking people wherever they want to go. First come, first serve. Tips only, too, by the way. Tips only, can't beat that, so don't be a cheapskate. Don't be a Scrooge. Her and I, we work for tips. Good morning. Tips and stars. I work for Facebook, stars, and tips. Also, think about becoming a subscriber to my Southwest Florida television page here on Facebook. Let these folks get a little bit ahead of me here. Walking just a little bit slower than me. I just kind of meander on the beach. Other places I kind of move along at a good clip, but on the beach I kind of take my time. But it's still a workout, believe me. Come walk with me one morning and you'll find out. What walking 8 miles in the sand is like. There's people that run it. Oh, God bless them. There's people that run this distance in the morning. Well, yesterday we saw a really short sea turtle crawl. Remember that? Just came up and just made a little horseshoe up onto the beach. Shared a picture of it in yesterday morning's photos. Just a nice little U on the beach. She didn't even stop, just whoop, up and down she went. I don't know if there'll be anything left of that crawl. If there'll be any remnants of it. The tide probably swept it away yesterday. So I didn't notice a nest 14 yet. Still holding at 13 as far as I can see. Good morning. That doesn't mean that's the fact. I could have missed it. Oh. This is interesting. This is not a new nest. I think this is nest number 2, but what they're doing is they're staking off more area around them just in case, to keep people away from them. That's nest number 2. That did get wet. You can see that soft sand there on Sunday. That did get wet, sadly. Hopefully those little babies are going to be all right. Not good when they get wet though and go underwater. They need to breathe. Up on the berm, or walking on the berm, walking on the berm. Who's going to write the Walking on the Berm song before it's gone? to Delnor Wiggins and I'm getting tired. My ankles are getting tired this morning. Tired and I'm getting hungry. I'm in a French toast kind of mood today. Who likes French toast? Gail, my wife, is the master in the kitchen. I don't know what you call it. She's got this bread. I don't know. It's like thick bread. There's a name for it. And she got it BOGO. Buy one, get one free. We don't get it. We don't have anything in our house that's not BOGO. She's the queen of BOGO. Oh man, she made some awesome homemade French onion soup last night with a big chicken Caesar salad. That was yummy. But anyway, this bread, whatever you call it, she makes French toast out of it and then freezes it. And all you gotta do is pop it in the toaster to heat it up. It barely fits in the toaster. But it's a quick meal. Hey, speaking of quick meals, have you ever eaten at Naples House of Omelets? Talk about fast service. Holy cow. Fast service, and fast and friendly and good food. Oof, in big portions. If you have not tried Naples House of Omelets, you're missing out. Put it on your list of places to go when you're here in North Naples. They also have a House of Omelets on Cape Coral in Fort Myers. You got two up there. It's not a franchise, but it was two guys that started them together and then they kind of separated. One stayed up to the north and then the other down here to do his thing. But they share the same logo and menu. So that's kind of cool. Same delicious food at all three of them. You know, anybody looking for a job as a line cook, Naples House of Omelets has been looking for a long time. Can't find any help. They pay good money for a line cook. And if you know anybody looking for a job here in North Naples, Naples House of Omelets, line cooks desperately want to open up another place. But to do that, they need more help. They need somebody to come in and work at this location so they can go and get the new place up and going. Spread the word. It's good pay. You work your butt off. They get busy. Breakfast, man, they are slamming breakfast and lunch. But it's good pay. One last thing about that line cook job. Don't apply if you don't have experience, because you're going to be tested by fire, if you know what that means. There's no dilly-dallying. You got to be ready to work. If you work hard, you get treated well. I don't see any more crawls here. I guess we're going to make it up to Delnor Wiggins. Maybe they'll be taking me back down the beach in one of those little four-wheelers. or on a stretcher. And I think we're going to make it up there. We're going to get up there. And that's probably going to be the end of the live feed. Good morning. Good morning. Yeah, see some red drift algae out here too. See these little darker patches in the water. They're easier to see at the La Playa. They're out there, just here and there, not all the way up and down the beach, as far as it being in the water. Good morning. Oh my goodness. Looks like our turtle patrol just heading back down the beach. He was up here for a long time. A long time. Well, looks like there was a crawl right here. Here's a crawl. He drove through this one, so this is a false crawl. Another false crawl. So that makes 1, 2, 3, 4 false crawls we've seen this morning. 3 walking up here at the north end, 1 down the south end. Huh. That's still not very busy for this size of this beach, the length of it. I'm thinking there might be a nest up here. We're gonna find out. Boy, it is tough walking here. I'm telling you, walking on the beach, it probably adds another 25% to the energy you have to put out walking, between walking in the sand versus walking on a hard, flat surface. So if you walk 4 miles, it probably feels like you walk 5. Or more. Sometimes it's treacherous. You get hard sand, then you get super soft sand, you're sinking in. You're zigzagging on the beach trying to find a place to walk, and just when you find one, it changes. Usually at high tide, or low tide, down by the water line, it's hard. But not always the case when you got this red drift algae along here, because that's very, very spongy and it gets buried in the sand. Like I said, it's like walking on a piece of foam rubber. You just sink down in. There was nest number 12 that we saw yesterday. Right up there. We saw that in our beach report video. And we saw 13 down by Pelican Bay. Is there? Oh, 14. thought there might have been. It's kind of getting excited. Not seeing any tracks. Rats. Oh, look at, it's kind of messy looking down here. Messy looking. Darn rock, good little rock. And there's Wiggins. Wiggins. They haven't put any sand in there yet. I don't know if they're planning on it or what they're going to do. Alright, my friends, I think that's going to do it for our live feeds. I'm going to chill during my walk back down the beach here. Just relax. Happy Cinco de Mayo. Thanks for the stars. Remember those tips, hugely appreciated today. Hugely. More so than stars today. Hey, until next time, stay safe, stay healthy, and stay strong. Tally-ho, everyone, tally-ho. For Southwest Florida Television, I'm Robb Stan. God bless. Check back later for my beach report. I'll let you know what the situation is on the restrooms here, if they're open. Tally-ho, tally-ho.